The interesting thing about body language is that, to a certain extent at least, we're all pretty good at reading the basic signs. I mean, you don't have to be a body language expert to realize that our couple are getting along very nicely here. But at precisely this moment, things start to go wrong for them. But many of the signals that people give out are really subtle, and we all need guidance in how to read them. This series of films will help you to do exactly that. Being quick and efficient at reading other people's body language will give you an astonishing advantage in your workplace and in your personal life. There are times when we all want to know what other people are thinking. Being able to read their body language enables you to do exactly that. They'll show you exactly how to adjust your own body language so that it's always appropriate to what you want to say and never misleading. Perhaps there are times when you are addressing a group of work colleagues and you feel you need more gravitas. Or maybe there are times when you feel you want to come across as more approachable, more open, more passionate. Well, I'm a body language consultant, and that is exactly what I do. I teach people how to manage their own body language. And believe me, when you're good at it, opportunities which you never thought were possible will be open to you. It's an incredible statistic, but over 80% of all human interaction is non-verbal. Doesn't leave much for the verbal stuff, does it? And if you find that hard to believe, just have a look at this. And this means you're joking. And this, don't you dare. And this means I'm exhausted. We're all doing it, all the time, communicating without saying a single word. Well, you're probably waiting for a little tip, aren't you? Something that you can go away and start practicing. Run this recording back and have a look at my hands. See what they've been doing while I've been talking to you. Useful things, hands. I mentioned earlier the whole gravitas versus approachability issue. When I want to make a serious point, I turn my hands over like this. This roots me, gives me more weight, and you subconsciously become aware that I'm about to say something serious. I do a lot of work with teachers. You don't need to raise your voice when you want to say something serious. If you're reprimanding a student or asking a class to listen to you, just turn your hands over. And when you want to come across as warm, open, friendly, approachable, open up your hands. I'm doing it here. I'm aware that if you're going to follow this course, it's not just important for me to come across as somebody who makes serious comments the whole time. You've got to quite like me, find me approachable. That's why these things are so useful. Do you want to know one final thing about hands? Liars tend to hide their hands. Now that's useful to remember for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it helps you when you're assessing whether somebody is being honest with you. And secondly, if you want people to trust you, let them see your hands.